folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. We've watched these two battle it out. Now 2 games apiece, essentially a 3-game series, 2 of the next 3 to win the World Championship. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Well, one thing is certain. Anyone who looks at Draymond Green's scoring is missing his impact. Last season, Green had the most 15-plus assist games in NBA history by a non-guard. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds than he did points. And his defense, of course, remains all NBA. Guys?
What a unique player. And defense is his calling card for sure. David, thank you. You look at the Celtics. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
And, you know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Rob Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Smart in at the point. And for the Warriors, Curry and Poole have the guard spots. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Klay Thompson, and it's Green in at center. Now here's Tatum. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Now, Poole, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
Well, nice play by Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the catch-and-shoot game.
Smart against Curry. Williams dishes to Brown. Shoots over Poole. Brown, good. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive and post you up. The only success the Phillies have is when they guess right.
And here's Smart after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Smart finds Horford. It's Brown on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
Thompson outside. And the Warriors take on 2 more. 1:15 left in the first quarter. Williams a screen on Curry. 13 feet away. And another basket for Boston.
When Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Now here's Curry, and there's the basket. Poole. Green kicks to Curry. Wiggins surveying the floor. Shot clock at 5, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Peyton in for Jordan Poole. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Derek White's checked in for Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Peyton. Porter in the corner. Shoots over Brown, and that one's good by Porter.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Brown against Peyton. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brown against Peyton. And Brown throws it down.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Curry from deep three-point land. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Look who's coming out onto the court.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. At the guard spots, it's Curry and Thompson. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Looney. And it's Kuminga in at the small forward.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that would be a great comfort to this team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt it? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. Here's Tatum. The Warriors making the shot. Down low. Here's Horford. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Here's Thompson following the basket by Derek White. Fades and shoots. And another basket for Golden State.
A shooter of Thompson's caliber has little trouble in the mid-range.
Pritchard passes to Williams. Kicks to White. Here he goes. Tatum on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Pritchard, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Man, that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Daniel Tice is checked in for Robert Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Jaylen Brown's checked in for White, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Pritchard. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Play on the clock. Here's Smart. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Golden State basketball.
Warriors leading by 4. 19 seconds left in the first half. Smart against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Warriors ahead, up 4. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, everybody. We're halfway through Game 5, and things are looking good for the Golden State Warriors.
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. They're trying to break the stalemate here on the road. Kenny, how do they take the crowd out of it?
Sometimes you just got to chop the game up. Like each possession needs to be deliberate. Don't allow them to any flow or try to get in any rhythm.
You know what's my advice, Ernie?
No, I don't.
You need to cook up some barbecue chicken in the post and guard the three-point line like some macaroni and cheese.
You're just hungry, aren't you?
I sure am.
Did you not get your dinner break?
Well, we had a break for dinner.
That does it for now. We send it down to the court for the second half.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. Jason Tatum is out there with Horford, and it's Williams at the 5. Puts it up off the inbound. He takes it up and lays it in.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Yours, we've seen it. Jordan Poole growing as a player, but consistency needs to come to his game.
That's exactly right, because Poole has shown flashes of being a solid basketball player. He can handle it. He can shoot it. It's really about smoothing out his game.
Here's Curry. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Outside, Green. Curry against Smart. Higgins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Thompson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
We know that Klay Thompson is able to sustain an offense all by himself for stretches of a game.
To the inside. It's stolen by Green. And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Curry with it. Out-guarded by Smart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And everyone knows about the offensive impact of Klay Thompson, but Doris's defense is just as important.
This guy is elite on the defensive end. Klay can switch off to several positions, and that was a major concern for his return from injury. The shot would be there, but how would the defense hold up?
First one falls for him. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
White, he's checked in for Tatum.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Here's Brown. The jumper from the free throw line is good. 9 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now. Relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Curry passes to Poole. Back to Curry. Floats it up for Wiggins. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside, White. Outside, Smart. Passes it to White. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Pritchard comes in for Smart. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Pritchard on target from 13 feet. Pritchard's got his first points of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Thompson, good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Warriors lead by 7.
But Curry's ability to find an open teammate and put the ball exactly where it needs to be. Such a pretty pass.
Pritchard passes to Tice. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Curry. 5 to shoot. With the drive, Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Curry out to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Golden State.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Warriors lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
Well, you can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Inside for them, it's Green and Looney. Payton is out there with Curry, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Williams passes to Brown. Puts it up from 12. Great D that time from Green.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Payton drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Payton's got his first points in this one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Tatum. And here's Brown outside. Buries it from three-point range.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Outside, Green. Pass to Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. And it goes down 2 points. And the Warriors lead by 6.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler in pick and roll, excellent decision maker, can manipulate the defense. Good work, Steph. We like watching.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Second team foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
And they've consistently drilled that mid-range jumper as well, and that's really opened things up for them.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5.
Boy, the evolution and growth of Jason Tatum has been fun to watch. He's committed to improving. He wants nightly responsibility, and he's got such a high ceiling.
Poole's checked in for the Warriors. And so Tatum nails them both.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Now here's Poole. He's covered by Brown. Celtics trail by 4. The three from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
The tray. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Porter.
The effortless way Stephen Curry shoots three-point shots is a sight to behold.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Money!
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors next team.
And the Warriors with some changes. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Kevon Looney. It's Thompson in for Otto Porter Jr. And the Celtics also making a change. Al Horford's checked in for Williams. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He's happy with how they've been playing. Told them, hey, they had their chance, but this is where we take it from them. This is our game and our series. He's got him pretty fired up, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Look who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your
Smart passes to Brown.
next team.
Tatum down low. It's up against Thompson. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Once Jason Tatum has the ball in his hands in the painted area, this guy will power through. He'll put it up and over you if necessary. He knows how to score it.
A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Smart against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Green with a screen for Curry. The 3 from Poole. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Look who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your Warriors 10th team. Checking in for the Celtics.
"12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, the confidence of Jason Tatum is evident always. As soon as the ball touches his hands, he is shot ready and lets it go.
At the line for the Dubs.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
At the line for 2.
And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Smart kicks to Tatum. Brown outside. He can't get it to go. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe
right.
just a little bit easier, knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Oh, just gigantic, you're right. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks very much, Clay. You had it going tonight. Now, when you are that hot, what are you trying to do on the court?
Took a couple bad shots, couple heat checks, but they went in tonight, fortunately. When you got the hot hand, you're just looking for that little ounce of space. Because all you need is an inch or two, and that thing's just flicking off your wrist so easy, and it just happened to be one of those nights.
That leads to one of those wins for your team, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Klay Thompson.